Number 6 of the 2024 AAA Regional between the...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Simon Field here on the beautiful campus of DC Everest Senior High as we get you ready for the winner's bracket game between the Marshfield Blue Devils and the Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs. The starting lineups first for the visiting Wasa Bulldogs. Batting first at DH is Oliver Taraski. Batting second at second base is Tony Ifeldano. Batting third and at first base is Luke Smogoleski. Batting fourth and in left field is Dylan Dobrats. Batting fifth and in center field is Caden Worth. Batting sixth at third base is Jesse Osnes. Batting seventh and at short is Davis Winter. Batting eighth and in right field is Jackson Albee. And batting ninth and behind the plate is Ryan Rodemeyer. He'll be catching for the pitcher, Jack Barthels. Taraski, Ifeldano, Smogoleski, Dobrats, Worth, Osnes, Winter, Albee, and Rodemeyer. The head coach, of course, for Wausau is Tom Magnuson. Barthels this year 1-4 with a 4.20 ERA, going up against a Marshfield offense that exploded yesterday in the second inning against Wisconsin Rapids. And this is how Josh Metz will send his guys out there. Batting first and at shortstop is number 1, Blake Rabb. Batting second at third base is Chase Robinson. Batting third and at second base is Emma Knichny. Owen Griesbach will bat fourth and in center field. Batting fifth and doing the catching is Adam Gilbertson. Kane Tofar bats sixth in the right field. Aiden Cherney is on the mound tonight for Marshfield. He bats seventh. Bryce Erickson bats eighth at first base. And Jacob Sadowska will be in left field and will bat ninth for Josh Metz. Against Rabb, Robinson, Knichny, Griesbach, Gilbertson, Tofar, Cherney, Erickson, and Sadowska for head coach Josh Metz. Marshfield coming off of a nice 9-1 win yesterday against Wisconsin Rapids. As mentioned earlier, scored 7 runs in the second inning against Braden Lewis and the Post 9 Rangers. Wasa coming off of a win last night against Stevens Point, and yesterday afternoon, and they will be they'll be facing off against Aiden Cherney here tonight. Oliver Taraski will be the leadoff hitter. Before we get to Oliver's at-bat, reminder tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Ag Country Farm Credit Services. They're a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They've got you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Game 3 of the day, we had Stevens Point no-hit Everest in Game 1. And Wisconsin Rapids taking down Plover in Game 2. And then Game 3 here tonight, Everest has been eliminated. Stevens Point and Wisconsin Rapids will take to the field tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock in an elimination game. And then the loser of this game will take on, the loser of this game will take on Plover tomorrow. Yeah, and then the winner of that game will take on, and then Wisconsin Rapids will take on the winner of this game tomorrow night. So Mike explained it to everybody. We'll get it all figured out. We'll get it all figured out throughout the broadcast here tonight. Steve Mavs alongside Brendan Sutter, right? Brendan, we've got too many B's in this company. Mike Wendland on the director tonight, Dan Loud on the first base line, and Katie Leckton in the down the third base line. Jason Zaleski over there taking pictures. The birthday boy, Jason Zaleski, here tonight. Oliver Taraski will be leadoff hitter here tonight for head coach Tom Magnuson and the Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs. First offering this evening is popped up at exactly 7 o'clock here at DC Everest Senior High. There we go. Thank you, Mike. The 0-1. Misses low for a ball. Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point at 1, Plover, and the loser of this game at 4. And the winner of this game will take on the winner of the 1 o'clock game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. 2 balls and a strike to Taraski. Tony Eifeldano waiting on deck. Aiden Cherney on the mound for Marshfield. There's a foul into the mitt, and it's evened at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aiden Cherney, a graduate from Auburndale Senior High, along with the winning pitcher yesterday, Blake Rabb, also a Auburndale Eagle. The 2-2 to Taraski is fouled at the plate. Oliver staying alive for Wausau. We'll have games all day tomorrow, and then Saturday, for sure, a game at 4 o'clock, if necessary, at 7 as well, as that one's fouled back again. State tournament taking place in Wisconsin Rapids starting on Tuesday, July the 30th, and running through August 3rd. That's a Saturday. All 14, maybe 15 games on Zaleski Sports next week at the Quadplex. Taraski looks at a ball high and in. We've got one team already, or I guess 2 teams have already punched their ticket to the state tournament. The 3-2 misses away, or low, and Taraski draws a leadoff walk here in the first. That'll bring up Tony Eifeldano for the Bulldogs. Wisconsin Rapids, of course, an automatic bid as they're the host team this year. And a team that has made a living at the AAA American Legion State Tournament ever since it started in the 30s. So Eifeldano will look at a strike. The Eau Claire Legion has already punched their ticket to the state tournament. They went up to Superior the first couple days of this week and swept that regional. Only 3 teams in that regional. Eifeldano looks at a strike again, and it's 0-2. So we'll see Eau Claire at the state tournament next week. De Pere trying to punch their ticket as well. They'll look to close that one out either tonight or tomorrow. The 0-2 is going to be hit over to shortstop, underhands it to second, across, and in time, a 6-4-3 double play. Rabb to Konieczny to Erickson, and just like that, he races the leadoff walk on the double play. And there's 2 away. I'll bring up Luke Smogoleski, the first baseman. Just going around the infield. Adam Gilbertson, a Marshfield athlete. Chase Robinson, a Marshfield athlete. And then you have Auburndale, Columbus Catholic, and Neilsville. As Smogoleski ropes this one into right field. Coming in and making the catch is Kane Tofar to end the first inning. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, but nobody left after the double play. We've played a half an inning. It's Wasa 0. And Marshfield coming up. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Welcome back to DC Everest as the see the schedule there for today. Obviously, our last game here tonight, Wasa and Marshfield, as Blake Rabb will lead things off, followed by Chase Robinson and Emmett Konieczny. Again, just going through that infield for the Marshfield Blue Devils. You have Marshfield at third, Auburndale at short, Columbus Catholic at second, Neilsville at first, and Auburndale on the mound, including Marshfield as well behind the plate. So they draw from all over the place, and we'll see if Coach Josh Metz and the Marshfield Blue Devils can have some magic like they did a couple of years ago across town at Athletic Park here in Wausau when Marshfield ran the table and ended up winning that regional against Wausau that weekend. And then they went down to Sheboygan, I think. That's where the state tournament was that year. And did pretty well. So we'll see how things pan out here. Jack Barthel's on the mound for the Bulldogs. Dobrat's out in left, Worth in center, and Jackson Albee out in right. Jesse Austin is at third. Davis Winter, might see him pitch tomorrow. Tony Ifaldano at second. Winter is at short. Luke Smogoleski is at first. Ryan Rodemeyer behind the plate, and Jack Barthel's on the mound. Again, a beautiful evening here in central Wisconsin. First offering from Barthel's outside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. And if you're planning on coming out to the state tournament next week in Wisconsin Rapids, it is going to be toasty. That was going to be hit over to second. Ifaldano steps and throws to retire Blake Rabb on the 4-3 putout. Again, as nice as the quadplex and everything is, and don't get me wrong, the facility is really nice. One thing that is lacking is shade. They have very limited shade at the quadplex in Wisconsin Rapids, and when it's going to be up in the upper 80s and low 90s next week, it's going to be toasty in Wisconsin Rapids for the state tournament next week. The 2-0 to Chase Robinson, and that one hits the top of the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1. We'll have all those games for you. One last big show before the end of the summer baseball season is over. And then there's a swing and a miss. Bartels comes back and gets Robinson swinging for the first strikeout of the night for Jack Bartels. And there's 2 away now for Emmett Konieczny. But I know Mike's one of them. 4 weeks from tonight, he'll be over in Chippewa Falls for the opening of the high school football season. So that's coming up quick, a month away. Emmett Konieczny at the plate. That was going to be hit hard over to short. That's Winter across, and a very errant throw. And Konieczny will reach. Emmett with good speed will stand at first after the 2-out error by Winter. And so Tony Ifaldano goes over there and has a quick word with his shortstop. That'll bring up Owen Griesbach, the center fielder. Each team with base runners here in the first inning. Had a walk to lead off the game. And then that was the erase on the double play. Then a fly out to right for Wausau. Rabb a ground out, Robinson a strikeout. Konieczny reaches on the error. First offering misses high to Griesbach, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Listening to some of the broadcasts earlier today, they were talking about the start of the Paris Olympics that started yesterday, actually. And that one's going to be smashed to left over on it and going to fall foul. Dobrats gave it a chase. Already controversy in Paris at the Olympic Games yesterday, starting with soccer, as Argentina and somebody else were playing yesterday, and they had extra time that was taken off the board as Griesbach flies this one, pops it up again, shallow left field. It is foul. Dobrats gave it another chase. And it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. They had it all figured out. All the time had been had. And guys were in the locker room getting ready. And 2 hours later, the second referee that sits in the press box and gets you all the rules and stuff, 2 hours later, they brought the teams back and had 3 more minutes of extra time, and Argentina scored and won the game. Chaos and controversy already before this opening ceremony even started. Two balls and 2 strikes. Now it's going to be hit to left. Dobrats is out there. Going to range over and make the catch and end the first inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left. We played an inning complete. We go to the second. It is still scoreless. You're watching the American Legion AAA American Legion Regionals here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Welcome back to Simon Field here in Weston, as you see Marshfield head coach Josh Metz for the Marshfield Blue Devils. Josh has been a good help and a good part of our success in Marshfield on Zaleski Sports. Thank him for all of his work and all of his help. Dylan Dobrats at the plate for Wausau. It'll go Dobrats, Worth, and Osnes.
Wasa, the left fielder, number 35, Dylan Dobrats.
So going back to that Argentina chaos, it was took down Morocco. That one's going to be fouled out of play. And onto the streets to our right. The head of the Argentina Soccer Federation said it made no sense. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you sit in there for 2 hours as Dobrat swings and misses and come back. The goal was later overturned by the video assistant referee, and Argentina lost to Morocco. So that's even worse. As Dobrats goes down swinging, and that's the first Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Aiden Cherney. And there's one away here in the second for Caden Worth. Doesn't Messi play for Argentina, or he used to? Yeah. I think he just retired. First offering to Worth is popped up to shallow center. Long run for Griesbach. Backing up is Konechny, and Griesbach can't make the play. And he took out Konechny on the slide. And a one-out base hit for Caden Worth. That'll bring up Jesse Osnes, the third baseman. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you live in central Wisconsin, save yourself time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. Yeah, a lot of storylines. I mean, sometimes you get storylines out of the Olympics. A lot of them this year. As Osnes looks at a strike, you got the U.S. men's basketball team that has a lot of NBA talent on it. Steph Curry's first Olympic Games. He's in his mid-30s. Pick off to first. LeBron, and he said his final Olympic Games We'll see if that's true or not with the Olympics coming to LA in 4 years. The 0-1 to Osnes. That one's flowing to left. Long run for Sadowska. And he's going to make the catch and retire Osnes on the flyout. 2 away now for shortstop Davis Winter. You have Simone Biles and the U.S. gymnasts. Katie Ledecky, the outstanding U.S. women's swimmer. Give me a fun 2 weeks, that's for sure. Winter at the plate with the runner at first. Missed a tad bit inside, and it's 1-0. Pick off to first, and a good throw may have had him. Back in time is Worth. The end of July and through the month of August, always good sports time with, at least this year anyway. Obviously, Legion baseball, Legion State tournament next week. The Olympics going on at the same time. Football starting up, and then at the end of August, so maybe 10 of the best days, 2 weeks of the best, or 14 days of the best. That one's going to be popped up. Konechny can't make the catch, and he boots it. Worth is going to head to third. And a 2-out base hit for Davis Winter. Caden Worth made it to third as Konechny went to make the play. He booted it, and then Griesbach booted it. And now Wausau has something going here with 2 outs in the top of the second inning for Jackson Albee. Good crowd on hand here, as expected. First offering. And a good stop behind the plate by Adam Gilbertson. Haven't made it there yet. Would like to at some point, but the end of August in Williamsport, PA, go to the Little League World Series. As Allen's going to be hit up the middle, backhanded by Konechny. He'll underhand it to second and end the second inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We've played an inning and a half. Still scoreless here from Simon Field. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
It's been a beautiful day here in central Wisconsin. People taking in games all day long here at Simon Field on the campus of D.C. Everest High School as the high school just continues to expand out here at a beautiful building to our left. Maybe we'll ask one of the people out down on the field to get a shot of the new community center in between the next half inning. But in a beautiful week, we've been pretty blessed this summer with pretty good weather, and when it has rained, hasn't been too detrimental to our schedule. Now it's going to be golf to right center field, and a leadoff base hit for Adam Gilbertson on the first pitch he sees here in the second inning. Got to bring up Kane Tofar, the right fielder. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. First hit of the night for Marshfield. This is where they exploded yesterday against Wisconsin Rapids. Scored 7 runs in the second inning against Braden Lewis and the Rangers. Tofar able to check his swing. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Tofar. Aiden Cherney on deck. These two teams had a makeup game on Monday over at Athletic Park in Wausau. Just missed a tad bit inside, and it's 2-0. Rained thunderstorm shortened game on Monday. Big off to first. Gilbertson back in time. And I think they called the game in the 3rd or 4th inning, and Wasa led Marshfield 10-2 at that point. That was going to be fouled straight back. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Marshfield right fielder, Kane Tofar. Aiden Cherney awaiting on deck. The 2-1. Going to be hit to right center, same spot that Gilbertson just put it. And back-to-back base hits for Marshfield here to start the second inning. That'll bring up pitcher Aiden Cherney. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work from the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location, Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Smogoleski in at first. Cherney doesn't square and misses high and tight, and it's 1-0. Runners at first and second, Gilbertson and Tofar, with nobody out here for Marshfield. Squares this time and gets it down and looked at third, thought about it. Gets the easy out at first, and Aiden Cherney gets the job done on the sacrifice bunt. Moves the runners over for Bryce Erickson. Bryce had a tremendous high school career at Neilsville. Football, basketball, baseball. Runners at second and third with 1 out for Erickson. Bartels gets him to swing and miss at the first one. Jacob Sadowsko waiting on deck. A gorgeous night, great crowd on hand. Marshfield trying to break through here in the second. Bartels fires home. Another off speed and gets him to swing again, and it's 0-2. Bartels has a different kind of release on his pitches, and it looks like it's going to come at you one way, and it drops out of the zone. 0-2 here from Bartels. Tried the high fastball and missed. Try to get him to chase. 1-2 now. And we'll have the whole crew once again here tomorrow for you. The 1-2. Nice block behind the plate by Rodemeyer, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 games a day this week until Saturday. 4 games a day next week for the first 2 days. And 3 games, and then 2 and 1. The 2-2 here to Erickson. That was going to be a slice foul past Coach Metz. Makes a nice play. Tosses it back into Bartels. 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Winner of this one or the loser of this one will take on Plover tomorrow in an elimination game at 4 o'clock. Rodemeyer, another nice stop. Count runs full to Bryce. Scotts Rapids and Stevens Point at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The winner of that one will take on the winner of this game. The loser of that 1 o'clock game will head back home. The 3-2 and missed. Good at bat there from Bryce Erickson, and the bases are loaded now for Jacob Sadowska, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for Marshfield. Bases loaded for Sadowska. Corner infield plays in, middle infield plays back for a double play. Sadowska has very good speed. So does Erickson. Over at first. First offering is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Gilbertson led off the inning with a single, followed by Tofar, who singled. Still only one out, the 0-1. Just misses. A ball and a strike. Aiden Cherney sacrifice bunted over Gilbertson and Tofar to second and third. And Erickson, that one hit off the hand and off the knob of Sadowska. Got away from Rodemeyer, and count runs 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cherney sacrifice bunted, and then Erickson walked. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the order due up next for Marshfield. The 1-2 from Bartels. It's outside and low. It's 2-2. Osnes in on the grass at third. Smogolewski back even with the base at first. The 2-2. Breaking ball is sliced into right center field. Over on it. And Worth just gave up on it and allowed a run to come across. RBI base hit for Jacob Sadowska. Worth ran right past it, didn't have a good angle on it, and Jackson Elby came away with it. It's an RBI base hit for Jacob Sadowska, and Marshfield's on the board here in the second inning. Still only 1 out. Bring up the top of the order and Blake Rabb. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Your commitment to succeed is an example for all. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. So bases are loaded for Marshfield. Bases are loaded for Marshfield with only 1 out. Tofar at third, Erickson at second, and Sadowska at first. Very awkward angle that Worth had. Allowed that one to drop. The 3 base hits in this inning have all gone to right center field. Pretty similar spots from Gilbertson, Tofar, and Sadowska. Okay, Marshfield's batted 12 in the second inning yesterday. Breaking ball is popped up and going to be caught at short by Winter. A big second out there. That'll bring up Chase Robinson. 2 away now for Chase. Had a couple of big-time hits yesterday. A couple of them that went to the fence against Wisconsin Rapids yesterday afternoon. Looking to clear the bases here. And he hits one to left. Dobratz plays it. Station to station goes Marshfield. An RBI base hit for Chase Robinson. 2-0 Blue Devils. Went after the first pitch. Smashed it into left, and that'll bring up Emmett Konieczny. Reached on an error back in the first. Bartels trying to get out of it with no more damage done here. 2-0 Marshfield. Now it's going to be hit to second, and Ifeldano will catch it on a line to end the Second inning. 2 runs on 4 hits and 3 left on. No errors. And we have played 2 completes. It is Marshfield 2 and Wausau nothing. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Everybody enjoying the baseball games here today. Got the Feathered Friends as well, taking in some good baseball here today, as Wasa will send up Rodemeyer, Taraski, and Eifeldano. Nobody's bothering him. Why move, right? I mean, he's ready to go. He's enjoying it. Ryan Rodemeyer, the catcher, at the plate for Wasa here to start the 3rd inning, trailing 2-0 now. And breaks it in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. 0-2 here to Rodemeyer. Now it's going to be hit right up the middle. And Ryan Rodemeyer with a leadoff base hit for Wausau. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Oliver Taraski led off the game with a walk. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. Shop 2 convenient locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. First offering to Taraski is good for a strike. DHing tonight is Oliver. He is hitting for the pitcher, Jack Barthels. The 0-1. Nice stop again by Gilbertson in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Time is called, and a new baseball there for Aiden Cherney. Next Step Prosthetics, they provide prosthetics and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Rodemeyer not a large lead, but Cherney keeping an eye on him. The 1-1. Low. 2-1. Tony Eifeldano waiting on deck. He bounced into a double play in the first. The 2-1. Taraski fouls it straight back. And right into the lap of a patron. Behind the, or near the Wasa dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Oliver Taraski. And a swing and a miss. Got him to chase. That's the second Surf Pro strikeout for Aiden Cherney tonight. And there's 1 away for Tony Eifeldano. Bounced into that 6-4-3 double play. Sadowski on left, Griesbach in center, and Tofar in right for Marshfield defensively. Robinson, Blake Rabb, Emma Konieczny, and Bryce Erickson from third to first. Breaker in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Adam Gilbertson catching for Aiden Cherney tonight. Marshfield started the year off at 2-8. They're 16-18 coming into this game. The 0-1 behind the fastball, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. We're playing the top of the 3rd inning. Both teams winners yesterday. Breaking ball and got him to chase again. Cherney is in command, and that's strikeout number 3. That's his 3rd serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Aiden Cherney tonight. Now, just like that, there's 2 away for Luke Smogoleski. Leadoff base hit from Ryan Rodemeyer, and then Cherney has come back and struck out 1 and 2 in the lineup, Taraski and Ifeldano. Smogoleski flew out to right. His first at bat. Looks at a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. That time just below the knees. Oohs and ahs from the Marshfield faithful. 325 down the lines here at Simon Field, 370 to the gaps and 385 to dead center field where our camera is set up. The 1-1. Outside that time, missed. 2-1. Give a big shout out to our friends over at Wood Street Rentals helping us out. The 2-1 to Smogoleski. Breaking ball is called a strike. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turning a long look. He's had his eye on Rodemeyer since that base hit. That one missed inside. Smogoleski able to hold up his swing. Count runs full. Rodemeyer will be off with the pitch here with 2 outs and a full count. Smogoleski with a smile back to Gilbertson after he asked on the check swing. Rodemeyer will be off with the pitch. Cherney goes home. The 3-2 is going to be hit to center. It's going to be caught by Griesbach to end the 3rd inning. No runs on a base hit and 1 left. We played 2.5. It's 2-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
I'm State Representative John Spiros. I've been on the front lines fighting against the radical, woke agenda, which is trying to tear apart our state and our families. Dangerous policies like defunding the police, open borders, and runaway taxes. As a veteran and former police officer, I know how important upholding the rule of law is for our communities. That's why I've stood up against radical ideas and held the line against the free-spending liberals in Madison. In the August 13th primary, I'm asking for your vote to keep a proven conservative working for us in Madison. After all, if you don't vote to protect our liberties, who will?
Vote John Spiros for State Assembly. Paid for by Spiros for Assembly.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome back to DC Everest as we bring you the American Legion Region 2 tournament here in Weston at Simon Field on the campus of DC Everest High School. Owen Griesbach to lead things off, followed by Adam Gilbertson and Kane Tofar here tonight for Marshfield. Again, they scratched across 2 runs in that 2nd inning. Limited some damage to Jack Barthels.
Center fielder, Owen Griesbach.
Griesbach flew out to left to end the 1st inning. First offering from Bartels misses away. Two balls and no strikes, so Owen Griesbach. Wheels and deals. So as Bartels popped up. Ifeldano at second calls for it. He makes a catch to retire Griesbach here to start the third inning.
Number 15, Adam Gilbertson.
A single for Gilbertson his last at bat on the first pitch that he saw in the second inning. First offering misses away as 1-0. Outside corner, good for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. That was fouled off the end of the bats by Gilbertson. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Marshfield's catcher, Adam Gilbertson. Singled and scored in the second. The 1-2. High and away, 2-2. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball. Just a tad bit outside. Count runs full. The payoff coming back in the 3-2. Bartels gets Gilbertson to foul it back. May have clipped Rodemeyer's left arm. He's all right. The 3-2. Not by much. And a 1-out walk. One-out walk to Gilbertson. That'll bring up Kane Tofar. Tofar singled and scored in the second inning as well. First one misses high. Quality auto body and framework since 1952. That's Art's Body Shop. If you have an accident, let MACCI's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Art's Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. There's a strike to Tofar. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. They're way out in front that time for Tofar, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Going to be a smash foul. Not a play. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reminder to get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH20.com. CulliganH, the number 20.com. Away, 2-2. 2-0 Marshfield. We play in the bottom half of the third inning. Scored 2 runs on 4 hits in the second. The 2-2 from Bartels. Misses again. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Back-to-back batters for Bartels. The payoff. Got him looking that time in the outside corner. Got Tofar guessing, guessed wrong. And there's 2 away here in the third. Second strikeout of the night for Bartels. That'll bring up Aiden Cherney at a sacrifice bunt. His previous at-bat in the second inning. High and tight to Aiden, and it's 1-0. As mentioned earlier, Aiden Cherney, a Auburndale graduate. That was going to be hit to third and foul past Coach Metz, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Barthels gets up there pretty quick. He's ready to go. Does not waste time. Cherney taking his sweet time. Pick off to first, and Gilbertson back easily. Fleet Farm has everything you need for summer fun on the water. Check out their huge selections of kayaks, water towables, fishing gear, and more. Shop in-store, at a store near you, or online at fleetfarm.com. The 1-1. Just a bit high, 2-1. Barthels comes set on the 2-1. Away. 3-1 to Aiden Cherney. The 3-1. Going to be hit to third and into left under the glove of Osnes. And a 2-out base hit for Aiden Cherney. That'll bring up first baseman Bryce Erickson. He walked his previous at-bat. Milwaukee Brewers back in action tomorrow, starting their series against the Marlins over the weekend. First offering to Erickson misses away. Checking this out during or last night. It's really that was going to be hit and foul past third. It's kind of really hard to believe just how bad the Chicago White Sox are this year. 51 games under 500. They're 27-78. Now it's going to be hit into left. Dobrat's coming up. They're going to hold the runner. And a 2-out rally here for Marshfield will bring up Jacob Sadowska. RBI single his last time up.
Fielder number 3, Jacob Sadowska.
Another 10-game losing streak for the White Sox, maybe more than 10. First offering misses. Out of the windup for Barthels. 2-0 to the number 9 hitter, Jacob Sadowska. Get more 2-out damage here for Marshfield. See if they can capitalize again. Just a bit inside. The 3-0 count to Sadowska. A high strike there. Barthels comes back and draws the bases loaded walk to Sadowska. Couple of RBIs tonight. And 2-out damage for the Blue Devils. Now Blake Rabb, the top of the order here. Jesse Osnes out to have a quick conversation with his pitcher, Jack Barthels. It's time to get back to work. It's a great time to find a great job with great pay at Nicolay Construction. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nicolay Construction on 29th Street in Marshfield. Rabb looks at a strike, his third at bat as we are in the third inning. Rabb's third at bat of the game. Get back to work. Reminder to get back to work with Nicolay Construction. Chopper to third. Osnes will take it himself and throws it across the diamond to make it look good. A run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on. We've played 3 complete. New score, Marshfield 3, Wasa 0. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on 2-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And a big shout out to our friends at Wood Street Rental providing our lift and allowing us to have such a cool shot of pitcher-catcher camera, pitcher-batter. Give you that strike zone look for the beyond center field fence here at Simon Field in Weston. Dylan Dobrats, Caden Worth, and Jesse Osnes here for the Bulldogs in the 4th. For Wausau, no runs on 3 hits for the Bulldogs through 3 innings. They've left 2 runners on base. Marshfield has 3 runs on 6 hits. They've also left 6 runners on base. First offering to Dobrats is away for a ball. Struck out swinging to start the second inning. There's a swing and a miss. That one that bounced in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Inside corner and missed. 2-1 to Dobrats, the left fielder. Turning fires back. Now it's going to be hit to center. Backing up, still backing up is Griesbach on the warning track. Still backing up, can't make a play. And heading to third will be Dobrats, and a leadoff triple for Dylan Dobrats. And Wasa has their first big hit of the night with nobody out, and a runner at third for the Bulldogs will bring up Caden Worth. Worth singled his last at-bat. And swung on and fouled that one at the plate. Jesse Osnes on deck. Wasa trying to break through here. Gilbertson calls time that time. The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. Going after the low ones, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Caden Worth, the Wausau center fielder. Away, and it's 1-2. Wasa jumped out ahead of Stevens Point yesterday, 3-0. Point came back at 3-2 and then scored 3 more. There's a swing and a miss and a big strikeout to Worth. Strikeout number 4 for Aiden Cherney. That's the 4th Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. There's 1 away now for Jesse Osnes. Fly out to left, back in the 2nd. Good stop by Gilbertson, and it's 1-0. Mutual of Wasa Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwasa.com to find an agent near you. First real opportunity here for Wausau. Worth made it to 3rd back in the 2nd inning. But nothing to come of it at that point. The 2-0. Bounces in there, 3-0 to Jesse Osnes. The Wausau 3rd baseman with Davis Winter on deck. Rio is a walk to Osnes on 4 pitches. Now runners at the corners for Wausau with 1 out. Davis Winter singled his last time up with Jackson Elby on deck. Marshfield trying to get a ground ball and get out of this inning. Marshfield is. Just a tad bit inside. It's 1-0. 5 in a row out of the zone for Cherney. The 1-0. Missed inside again. 2-0. The 2-0. Away and low. 3-0. 7 in a row for Cherney out of the zone, and Gilbertson out to have a quick conversation, as well as the infield. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Again, give you that schedule for tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point. Plover will take on the loser of this game at 4. Then the winner of the 1 o'clock game, Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point, will take on the winner of this game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The winner of this one will be the only remaining undefeated team in this tournament, as Plover won yesterday and lost to Wisconsin Rapids today. Davis Winter at the plate, 3-0 count to the Wausau shortstop. Leadoff triple from Dylan Dobratz. He stays at 3rd with 1 out. And then a walk to Osnes. There's a strike. And it's 3-1. Wheels and deals. Oofta. Just missed. Base is loaded for Jackson Elby. That time may be a little bit outside. Brennan Fictum warming up. Jackson Elby at the plate. Ryan Rodemeyer didn't go out and retrieve the gear from Davis Winter. Bases are loaded here for Wausau in the top of the 4th inning with 1 out. Jackson Elby last time a ground out to end the 2nd inning. There's a strike. 0-1 to Elby. Leadoff triple, strikeout, back-to-back walks for Wasa in this fourth. The 0-1. Going to be hit foul past third. Dalby quickly behind 0-2. I'll be a wide right-handed stance. The 0-2 here from Aiden Cherney. Going to be popped up. It's going to be an infield fly. You heard it right away. They yelled infield fly if it was fair. It was dropped by Gilbertson, but still an out. Big break there for Marshfield. 2 away now for the catcher, Ryan Rodemeyer. Ryan singled to lead off the last inning in the third. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 offering. Nice stop again by Gilbertson. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction is a 100% employee-owned company. One ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball, Rodemeyer pops this one up to short. And Blake Rabb will make the catch and end the fourth inning. Aiden Cherney works out of it. No runs on a leadoff triple. And 3 left on. We've played 3.5. Marshfield leads 3-0 over Wasa. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Give you a shout out over to Dan Lau. Thank you, Dan, for your work. Katie Lecton down the third base line. Mike Wellett and Braden Sutter here in the press box. All of our crew working hard all weekend or all week long, and it's been a fun summer, and it's going to continue here the next couple weeks. And again, before you know it, it's going to be high school football season, and fall sports will be upon us very quickly. But again, I always go back from the start. Our first high school sports of the fall last year, probably week 1 of the high school football season, all the way until after this Legion tournament is over. As Robinson skies this one to left center field, Worth can't track it down. And Chase Robinson, again, jumping all over that first pitch. And he's got a leadoff double for Marshfield. That'll bring up Emmett Knichny. Reached on air and lined out with the bases loaded in the second. But, yeah, from the start of high school sports last fall until the end of this tournament and the state tournament next week, and have a WBA regional the second weekend of August. Definitely north of North of, it's got to be north of 1,500 games this year. In the 50 weeks or so that we had. The 1-0. Now it's going to be hit into left. Robinson will head to third, and Emmett Konieczny with a base hit. So back-to-back base hits here for Marshfield to start the fourth. That'll bring up Owen Griesbach. Brendan Fictum was warming up when Wausau was batting in the last half inning. Warming up in the bullpen area. Owen Griesbach tonight 0 for 2, a fly out to left and a pop up to second. Now it's going to be hit hard to left. Dobrat's tracking it. It's going to be just foul. Just a half a second early for Owen Griesbach. 2 on, nobody out here in Marshfield's fourth inning. Spinner misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Owen Griesbach, the center fielder. Old school. Without the gloves. Away. Griesbach ahead now 2-1. Konieczny with good speed at first. Stays put. Fouls it back into the screen. And it runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight to Zaleski Sports and through the first 2 days. Good crowd here at DC Everest. Now it's going to be hit into left. Dobrat's tracking it. It's going to make the catch. Robinson's going to tag. It's going to be cut off. And Chase Robinson slides in, and an RBI sacrifice fly for Owen Griesbach. And Marshfield leads 4-0. That'll bring up the catcher, Adam Gilbertson. Singled and walked in his 2 at-bats. He's got 2 runs scored tonight. There's a swing and a miss by Gilbertson. It's 0-1. And he popped up behind us. No balls and 2 strikes to Adam Gilbertson. And once you get into day 3, and if you're lucky enough to get into day 4, comes down to attrition of your pitching staff. That's going to be chopped over to first. Going to step on first. Will Smogoleski get the out as Konieczny will head down to second. 2 away now for Kane Tofar. Singleton scored in the second, struck out in the third. Yeah, good crowd here at DC Everest all week. Good crowd watching online as well. Appreciate you all, wherever you are watching. Runner at second and 2 outs. First offering to Tofar, misses. One ball and no strikes. Offering home and in there for a strike. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Konieczny with great speed stands at second with 2 outs. Time's going to be called, and they're going to call a balk on on Jack Barthels. Second balk we've seen today. Had one in the Rapids Plover game. That balk helped bring in a run. There's a swing and a miss way out in front. One ball and 2 strikes to Tofar. The 2-2 from Barthels. Breaking ball popped up to Smogoleski at first. Backing up and making the catch to end the 4th inning. One run on 2 hits, 1 left on. We've played 4. New score, Marshfield 4 and Wausau nothing. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talented expertise of a big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontics and orthodontics, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for your family. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our communities and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Taking a look at the Wausau Bulldogs and their dugout, looking to see if they can scratch across a run here in the 5th inning, trailing 4-0. Again, Dylan Dobratz led the last inning off with a triple, and then Aiden Turney was able to get a strikeout to Worth, back-to-back walks, had an infield fly, resulted in an infield fly roll, and then a pop-out from Rodemeyer left the bases stranded. Again, Wasa had the bases loaded with only 1 out. And Cherney was able to work through it with a job well done on the mound. Oliver Taraski will lead things off for Wausau, the top of the order for the Bulldogs. A walk and a strikeout tonight for Oliver. First offering misses low and in. Jack Barthels at 85 pitches through 4 innings for Wausau. In Legion Baseball, you're good for 105. If you start your last batter at 104, you can surpass that 105 mark. There's an outside strike, and it's 2-1. Or if you're in the middle of an at-bat and you surpass that 105 mark, they're not going to make you stop. The 2-1. Away 3-1. Turney fires home. Chopper to short. That's Rab, and bobbles it, and Blake's going to get charged with the error. Thought he had her right in his breadbasket and came up to throw, and he lost control of it. That'll bring up Tony Eifeldano. Bounced into a double play and struck out. Runner at first is Taraski, trailing 4-0 here in the top of the 5th. Allen bounces in there. Another nice stop by Adam Gilbertson behind the plate. Again, the outfield for Marshfield, Sadowski in the left, Griesbach in center, and Tofar in right. Robinson, Rab, Konieczny, and Erickson, the infielders. And then Gilbertson catching for Cherney, and Adams out to have a quick conversation with his pitcher. Quarter past 8 here in Central Wisconsin. First pitch of Game 6 of this tournament was at 7 o'clock here from Simon Field. 3 more games tomorrow, 1, 4, and 7. Saturday if necessary. The 4 o'clock game will be necessary. If necessary, a 7 o'clock game as well. 1-0 is 2-0. So after all that, umpire cleaning off home plate, and Gilbertson out to talk to Cherney. Missed for a ball. 2-0. And that one's going to be roped to left center field. That's trouble all the way to the wall. They will bring around Taraski, bobbled out there by Griesbach, and it bobbled again. And Eifeldano will have a stand-up RBI triple. A moonshot to left center field. Taraski scores easily. Eifeldano with a stand-up triple, and Wasa's on the board here in the top of the 5th. Griesbach bobbled it a couple of times, kicked it around out there in center field, allowing Eifeldano to make his way into third. That'll bring up Luke Smogoleski, a couple of flyouts to right. So reached on an error and a triple in this inning for Wausau. It's an unearned run to Cherney. Breaking ball missed outside, 1-0. Wausau with a little life here in the top of the 5th. Outside corner, pop in the mitt, and it's 1-1. Luke Smogoleski. Breaking ball broke low, 2-1. Cherney fires. Chopper to second. Konieczny, slow roller, will get the out at first. Smogoleski drives in a run. And Wasa brings in Eifeldano after that triple. I'll bring up Dylan Dobrats, who tripled to lead off the previous inning. 4-2 now, with 1 away for Dobrats. Tripled his last at-bat. And was left stranded at third. At the top of the 4th. Bounced in there, 1-0. Summertime at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Or it is summertime at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Get your fun summer hairstyle at Blues. Book your appointment with Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. The 1-0. Dobrats wanted it, missed it. Cherney, and it's 2-0. Reno to Dobrats. A little chatter now out of the Wasa dugout after they've come to life a little bit here. And a 4-pitch walk to Dobrats. That'll bring up Caden Worth, who had a golden opportunity back in the 4th with a runner at third and nobody out. Struck out on 4 pitches. Josh Schmetz out to have a conversation now with Aiden Cherney. So meeting on the mound continues. Reminder that once our game wraps up, we'll have our Nason-Villere post-game show. Aiden Cherney has done well. Giving up 2 runs, but worked out of that leadoff triple in the 4th. Lots of words of encouragement for Cherney, and he'll stay out there. Here in the top of the 5th for Caden Worth. Singled and struck out to Caden tonight. Again, he had a big opportunity in the last inning. Did Worth. Came up empty. Dobrat stands at first with 1 out. Low. 1-0. There's a fourth walk, or the fourth walk of the game for Cherney to go along with 4 strikeouts. And misses low and in that time. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Cherney wheels and deals. There's a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Cherney back home. Low and away. Gilbertson another sensational block. 3-1. He has saved a lot of bases tonight. Extra bases has Adam Gilbertson. 3 balls and a strike to Caden Worth. Time is called by Worth. They'll reset things here with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. The winner's bracket on day 2 of the regional. The 3-1 back to Worth. Chopper, and it hits Caden in the box, and he'll have another opportunity at it. Way out in front, and able to foul it off and reset. Count is full here to Worth with Jesse Osnes awaiting on deck. The payoff home. And just missed. Caden was walking down to first base before the call was made. Could have easily rung him up. Walk number 5. And that'll bring up Jesse Osnes, a fly and a walk in his own right. 1 away in the top of the 5th. That was going to be lined into left. They're going to send around the runner, Dobrats. The throw is going to be cut off. That was going to be thrown away into the Marshfield dugout area, and we're tied up. Jesse Osnes, an RBI single. He makes it to second. Dobrats scores. Worth reaches on the error, or Worth scores on the error. And we're tied up, and that will do it here for Aiden Cherney in this ball game tonight. We will have the pitching change when we come back. We're tied at 4 in the top of the 5th. Still only 1 out with a runner at second. As we'll have your pitching change after this. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back on select sets of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card. Through June 28th at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Picture perfect night here at DC Everest at Simon Field. Nathan Richardson will be the new pitcher for Marshfield. Aiden Cherney, or the runner at second, is Cherney's responsibility, but Wasa has come through here in the 5th inning. A couple of errors on Marshfield. Taraski reached on an error. Ifeldano tripled. Dobrat's walked. Worth walked. Osnes an RBI single. Dobrat scored on that single. And Worth scored on the error on the throw to third base. So it'll be Davis Winter. Davis Winter at the plate. Still don't have a right fielder yet. Kane Tofar came in, but I think, oh no, we do have a, Davis Winter at the plate. Aiden Cherney out to right field. Saw Kane Tofar run in. I just wasn't sure if Aiden had gone out there. Davis Winter, a single and a walk tonight. Nathan Richardson on the mound trying to stop the bleeding here in the fifth. And Davis looks at a strike. Aiden Cherney goes 5 1/3, or excuse me, 4 1/3 tonight. 86 pitches. 3 Marshfield errors here tonight, 2 of them in this inning. No balls and 2 strikes to Winter. As we popped up, playable, long run, and almost overran it. Did Robinson makes the catch in foul territory for the second out. 2 away now for Jackson Elby. Oh, that's going to be Ian Stahl. Stahl will be the new hitter. Runner at second and 2 outs. This is high for a ball. Albee in his 2 at-bats, grounded out to end the second and had an infield fly. An infield fly in the 4th. That one misses low. To Stahl. 2-0 to Ian. Jesse Austin still stands at second base with 2 outs. 4 runs for Wasa here in the 5th. This is inside and low, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. And walked him. So Ian Stahl comes in and draws a 4-pitch walk and pinch hitting job. That'll bring up Ryan Rodemeyer, the 9th hitter of the inning for Wausau. Singled in the 3rd, popped out to end the 4th inning when the bases were loaded for the Bulldogs. Rodemeyer at the plate with 2 outs, 2 on, 4 across here for Wausau in the 5th. Breaking ball and a good one there from Richardson, and it's 0-1. Richardson kicks and fires. There's a strike to Rodemeyer, 0-2. 9th hitter of the inning, Oliver Taraski on deck. He led off the inning, reaching on an error. The 0-2. Missed high that time, 1-2. Maybe a tad bit outside. And the winner of this game won't have to play tomorrow until 7 o'clock. The loser will have to play at 4 against Plover. And check swing for Rodemeyer. Gilbertson comes out of his crouch to first and will retire Rodemeyer to end the 5th inning 4 runs on 2 hits, couple of errors, and 2 left on. We've played 4.5. The new score, Wausau 4, Marshfield 4. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Time, and Whitetail Magic. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
It'll be 7, 8, 9 here for Marshfield after they gave up 4 runs in the top half of the 5th inning. It'll be Cherney, Erickson, and Sadowska. Cherney moved out to left field, or right field, pardon me. And Keen Tofar was replaced by Nathan Richardson. So ball game tied at 4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Aiden Cherney and Jack Bartels. Jack at 85 pitches. There's a swing and a miss by Cherney. Yeah, 86 now for Bartels. The 0-1. That one drops low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Breaking ball fouled off of Cherney's front ankle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Rodemeyer giving Aiden Cherney a couple of extra seconds. That's Brennan Fictum warming up in the bullpen again. He was warming up back in the 3rd inning, I think, for Wausau. Bartels fires home. The 1-2 checked his swing. Oh, my goodness. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bartels back to Cherney. Breaking ball is a good one. Got him looking on the backwards K. And there's 1 away here in the 5th. That's strike number 3 for Bartels. That'll bring up Bryce Erickson. A walk and a single tonight for Bryce. And Marshfield, the home team, so they'll have the final at-bat in the 7th. There's a strike to Bryce, and it's 0-1. Got a lot going on around DC Everest High School. On bounce off a home plate and back to the backstop. Of course, the beautiful Greenheck Turner Community Center. A lot of construction and new parking lots being worked on and whatnot. The 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Bryce Erickson, the Marshfield first baseman. Breaking ball, grounded past 3rd and foul. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Brennan Fictum will be in relief for Jack Bartels once his day is done. Now it's going to be smashed into left. Hung a breaking ball, and Bryce lined it into left field in a 1-out base hit for Marshfield's first baseman. That'll bring up Jacob Sadowska. A single and a walk. He walked with the bases loaded back in the third inning. Got an RBI the easy way. Did Sadowska. Had an RBI single back in the second. Squares the bunt, gets it down, third base line. Wonderful bunt. Good throw there by Osnes to retire Sadowska. Good play all around. Good bunt, good fielding. And there's 2 away. Two away now for Blake. Ground out, pop out, ground out for Rab tonight. Erickson stands at second with 2 outs. Breaking ball gets past Rodemeyer. And Erickson moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch. Another one of those, and Marshfield will retake the lead. Runner at third and 2 outs. Top of the order for Blake Rab. And it's 2-0. The 2-0 from Bartels. In there for a strike, 2-1. Now it's going to be popped up to right. Over on it is Albie. He's going to make the catch and end the 5th inning. No runs on a base hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the 6th inning, tied at 4. Back after this to Simon Field. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to Weston. Top of the order, 2 up for Wausau here in the top of the 6th inning. Nathan Richardson back out on the mound in relief. Oliver Taraski. Taraski led the rally in the 5th off with a ground ball to short that was bobbled by Rab. He was able to reach first and score on the triple from Ifeldano. First offering from the slight sidearm there from Richardson is good for a strike. Different release point for Nathan Richardson. Out of the windup for the Marshfield pitcher. That's going to be lined and into center field. Oliver Taraski with the leadoff base hit here in the 6th. That'll bring up Tony Ifeldano. Had a day to forget before the triple. Bounced into a double play in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, then an RBI triple back in the 5th to deep left center field. Robinson in at 3rd. Squares the bunt. Ifeldano fouls it off. And we play in the top of the 6th inning. On this gorgeous night here in Wisconsin. Sun has set and playing under the lights at beautiful Simon Field on the campus of DC Everest High School. Victim continues to warm up for the Bulldogs. Squares a bunt again, fouls it off again. Trying to get Taraski over to second by any means necessary, and Ifaldano has not succeeded yet. No balls and 2 strikes. Back to Ifaldano, pops it up. First base side, Erickson gives it a chase. And they'll redo it at 0-2. Four runs on 7 hits for Wausau. 7 runners left on base through 5 innings. 4 runs on 9 hits for Marshfield. The 0-2 again. Swung on and missed. A big strikeout there for Richardson. There's one away. That'll bring up Luke Smogoleski. A couple of flyouts to right and an RBI ground out to second. Smogoleski had a triple last night in their win over Stevens Point. Top of the 6th inning, 4-4. Smogoleski looks at a ball. 2-0. Taraski led the inning off with a base hit. Stands at first. Away to Smogoleski, and it's 3-0. Dylan Dobratz waits on deck. Wasa's hit 2 triples here tonight. One to lead off the 4th. And a 1-out triple in the 5th. Smogoleski stands statue-like and looks at strike 1. The 3-1 from Richardson. This is low and away. Another walk issued by Marshfield pitching, and that'll bring up Dylan Dobratz, who had that triple back in the 4th inning. That's the 7th team walk compared to 5 strikeouts for Marshfield pitching tonight. Now Dylan Dobratz with 2 on and 1 out. Richardson fires back and hits the top of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball missed high and in. Caden Worth awaits on deck. Two on, 1 out, top of the 6th. Inside, just missed. Again, 7 walks for Marshfield pitching, 5 strikeouts. Breaking ball, line foul near the bullpen area. That's going to bounce out of play. Run even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dylan Dobratz. The 2-2 coming back. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the inning.
Center fielder, number 6, Caden Worth.
There's 2 away now for Caden Worth. Single strikeout walk. This is away 1-0. Two on, 2 out, top of the 6th. Worth tried to check his swing, didn't go around. 2-0 to Caden. Taraski and Smogoleski, the runners. Worth trying to come through here in the top of the 6th. Breaking ball nearly hits Worth. He thought he got hit. He was making his way down to first base, and home plate umpire said he'll give it another look. Jesse Osnes awaits on deck. The 3-0. There's a strike to Worth. 3 balls and a strike to the Wausau center fielder, Caden Worth. Tremendous career at Wausau East. 3-1. Gonna be lined deep to left field. Back on it is Griesbach, still backing up, and he makes the catch. A couple of feet in front of the warning track to end the top of the 6th inning. No runs on a hit, 2 left on. We've played 5.5, still tied at 4. Back to Simon Field after this. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Taking a look at our scoreboard beyond right field. 4 runs, 9 hits. We've got 2 Marshfield errors, and they've left 8 runners on base for Wausau. 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 9 runners left on base. There's been base runners in every inning for both teams except for the top of the first that have been left on. There have been base runners in every inning. The only inning that nobody was left on was in the first, and that was because of a double play and a pop-out. So Chase Robinson will lead things off against the new pitcher, Brennan Fictum, for Wausau. Jack Barthels goes 5 innings, gives up those 4 runs, 9 hits, struck out 3, and walked a couple. Fictum's got to be careful early here against Chase Robinson. Chase struck out in the first, and then he has swung at the first pitch in in his last 2 at-bats. Singled in a run in the second, doubled, and then scored in the 4th for Marshfield. So we'll see if Chase will stick with his routine here and go after that first pitch. Chase has had a good regional, the first 2 games of this regional for Marshfield. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 4. Marshfield scored 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 4th. Wausau scored 4 in the top of the 5th inning. Fictum's first pitch to Robinson is popped up. Got him to pop it up to first. Smogoleski backing up into the grass and makes the catch. A big, big first out. Robinson in his last 3 at-bats has only seen 3 pitches. That'll bring up the second baseman, Emmett Kinichny. Reached on an error, lined out, and singled. There's 3 at-bats tonight for the Columbus Catholic graduate. First offering to Konechny misses high for a ball, 1-0. And once this game is final, stick around for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Konechny fouls it straight back. We'll have an opportunity to talk to a winning coach, and depending on how this one pans out, maybe a player of the game as well. Bases are clear with one out here for Marshfield in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is a tad bit outside. Count runs 2-1. Victim wheels and deals. It's a tad bit low for a ball, 3-1 to Emmett. Owen Griesbach awaits on deck for the Blue Devils. 3 balls and a strike. There's a one on the outside corner. Count runs full at 3-2 to Konechny. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, ball game tied at 4. That was going to be popped up again. Smogolewski this time in foul territory, still drifting back, and makes the over-the-shoulder catch for the second out. 2 away now for Owen Griesbach. A couple of pop-outs here against Victim in this inning. Bring up Owen Griesbach. Fly on the first, pop out in the third, and a sacrifice fly that scored a run in the 4th. First offering is just misses outside, 1-0. Again, the loser of this one will head to the loser's bracket and will take on Plover at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The winner will get the winner of Stevens Point and Wisconsin Rapids at the 1 o'clock game. Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point in an elimination game. Rapids and Point at 1 in an elimination game. Plover and the loser of this one in an elimination game. The 2-0. High and tight to Griesbach, 3-0. Depending on how all that pans out, we'll determine if we have one game guaranteed on, or we'll have one game guaranteed on Saturday, but depending on how the outcomes go tomorrow, we could have 2 guaranteed by the end of the day tomorrow night. Let's say if Stevens Point wins and then they beat the winner of this game, then there will have to be 2 games tomorrow, or 2 games on Saturday guaranteed. 3-1 is lined into left, and now it's going to be down and all the way. It's going to be cut off out there by Dobratz. And a 2-out base hit for Owen Griesbach. That'll bring up the catcher, Adam Gilbertson. First base runner against Victim here in his relief outing. First offering could be popped up again behind third. That's a tough play. Still drifting over on it, and Winter's going to make the catch. What a play that was by Davis Winter. He got tangled up with Jesse Osnes, cut in front of Osnes, and still made the catch to end the 6th inning. Wow. No runs on a base hit and 1 left. We've played 6 complete. To the 7th inning we go, tied at 4. For Wausau, it will be 6, 7, and 8 due up against Nathan Richardson. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Top of the 7th inning we go, as it'll be Jesse Osnes, Davis Winter, and Jackson Albee for the Wausau Bulldogs in the top of the 7th against Nate Richardson. Music continues to be awesome here at Simon Field tonight, as it will be Jesse Osnes. A fly out to left, walked, and had that 2-run base hit back in the 5th. Had an RBI base hit, and then Worth scored on the errant throws that allowed Worth to score in that 5th inning. Osnes against Richardson. Osnes was the last batter, and another error by Rab out at shortstop. Osnes was the last batter that Aiden Cherney faced, and they're going to have a courtesy runner out there. We're going to have number 7, Zach Poggle. And that'll bring up Davis Winter. Single, walk, and a pop out tonight for Davis. Robinson in on the grass at third, right on the cutout, not quite on the grass. And now he swears the bunt, and a nice one there for Winter down the first base line. It's going to be just in time. Nice play there by Nate Richardson. Gets Winter by a half a step on the sacrifice bunt. Nicely done. That'll bring in right fielder Ian Stahl. Walked on 4 pitches. He was the second batter that Richardson faced. High to Stahl. Gilbertson taking time for Marshfield in the bottom of this inning. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Just like Wasa here in the top of the 7th. Poggle stands at second. Breaking ball good for a strike, and it's 1-1. One of these teams will make it to day 3 undefeated. The other one will have to play at 4 o'clock tomorrow against Plover. The winner will await the winner of Stevens Point and Wisconsin Rapids. 2-1 to Stahl. Going to be hit too short. Rab bobbles it again, and everybody's going to be safe. Blake's 3rd error of the game. I'll bring up catcher Ryan Rodemeyer. Blake Rab has struggled mightily over at short today. Again, he pitched yesterday and shut down Wisconsin Rapids and has struggled big time at short with 3 errors. Two of them in this inning. Had an error back in the 5th that Taraski reached on. Osnes reached on an error, and Albee reached on an error. That'll bring up Ryan Rodemeyer. with Taraski on deck. Poggle stands at second with Stahl at first. Not Albie, pardon me, Stahl. Got to put Ian's name in there. First offering to Ryan Rodemeyer is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's going to be popped up to third. Backing up. Robinson's going to make the call and make the catch. And there's 2 away. For the top of the order in Oliver Taraski. Taraski today, a walk, strikeout, reached on an error, and a single. Poggle and Stahl the runners. First offering to Taraski is way out in front. Pulled the string on him, and it's 0-1. Richardson comes back in the 0-1. Fouls it back. Neat, 1 pitch away from getting out of it here. Taraski is single in his last at-bat. Richardson, long look in on the 0-2. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball is fouled into the mitts, and Richardson gets out of the jam in the 7th. Works around a couple of errors. Marshfield a chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th. It's still tied at 4. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Nate Richardson to lead things off.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th, the pitcher, number 4, Nathan Richardson.
Richardson's first at-bat of the night. First offering home. It's popped up to first. And going to make the catch will be the pitcher Fictum, and there's 1 away. 1 up and 1 down now for the right fielder, Aiden Cherney. Aiden struck out back in the 5th. First offering. In for a strike. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Victim comes back. Time is called by Cherney. One ball and 2 strikes to Aiden. Victim kicks and fires. Misses away, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Cherney behind the fastball. And there's 2 away here in the 7th. Bryce Erickson at the plate. A couple of singles and a walk tonight for Bryce. Outside corner, good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Cherney to second. Eifeld-Dono can't make the play. Third hit of the night for Bryce Erickson. That'll bring up Jacob Sadowska. Runner at first with 2 outs. There goes Erickson. The throw down to second is not in time. And Erickson steals second base. There's the winning run. Sadowska trying to win it. One ball and no strikes to Jacob Sadowska. Outside miss. Top of the order due up for Marshfield. Up next, Blake Rabb is on deck. Two balls and no strikes to Sadowska. Behind the fastball, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Behind the fastball again, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 4. Victim looks at his runner and fires home. The 2-2. This is low. The throw to third, and that one gets past momentarily. And now they're going to try, and it's bobbled. The throw home is not in time, and Bryce Erickson wins it. An error by Rodemeyer. It was bobbled at third by Osnes, and Erickson wins it. And Marshfield walks it off on the error. And the Marshfield Blue Devils come away with a win here tonight. And a final score of 5-4. Wow, what a way to end it. Bryce Erickson stole third. The throw down to third was off the mark. It was bobbled. And Winter couldn't handle it in shallow left field. And Erickson scores a head-first slide to win it here tonight. Wow, what a finish. Marshfield wins at 5-4. We'll have Coach Metz and Bryce Erickson when we come back here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back to DC Everest as the Marshfield Blue Devils come away with a walk-off win here tonight. Not your typical walk-off, Coach, but team persevered. We're up 4-0. Wasa came back and tied, and you guys came away with a win tonight.
Yeah, all year we haven't found ways to win these games, and credit to these guys, they found a way when it matters. So just really proud of them. They battled all the way through, and momentum clearly switched to Wausau's side there, and they came in and they found a way to give us a chance. And we've talked about 21 outs. You get 21 outs each game, and we took advantage. We used that last one. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Much like yesterday, second inning, you guys scored 2 runs tonight. It's not much, not like 7 yesterday, but the bottom of the order, and then turn it over to the top of the order in the second inning. Just talk about the importance of that.
Yeah, it's been the key the last 2 games. We're getting contributions from the bottom guys. We talked about before we started here this weekend. I said, we need 6, 7, 8, 9, something from those guys, and so far they've been able to contribute, and that matters because that puts the pressure off those top guys where they don't feel like they have to press and have to produce. So bunch of guys stepped up yesterday. This guy stepped up tonight in a big way and found a way for us. So just a really good win for them.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach. Good luck tomorrow. We'll bring in our Celestial Sports Player of the Game, Bryce Erickson. Bryce, besides the game-winning craziness there at the end, 3 hits tonight as well from the plate. Just talk about what you were seeing at the plate.
Yeah, I really just try to hunt fastballs, and once I've been getting to 2 strikes lately in the count, so I try to spread out, choke up, a little split grip, and put the ball in play and run hard and see what can happen.
Absolutely. 2-out base hit to start that 7th inning for you. Stole second. Just talk about the mindset, stealing third and then coming home for the win.
Well, yeah, Coach I knew I could get a good jump. Coach never actually really sent me. I kind of just went on my own, and then ball got passed, and everyone was chanting me to go, so I went, and we made it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's been talked about, coaches talked about a slow start to the year, and now you guys are one game away from 500, 17 and 18 on the year, a lot of ball games, but you're in the winner's bracket. You're the only undefeated team left in this tournament. Just talk about how special that is.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. We've been struggling all year, so to get 2 big ones right away feels really good for us, and we're ready to keep playing.
All right, we're going to put you in the house, all right?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to get out of the way because they're coming after you. Oh, never mind.
I'm Bryce Erickson, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Bryce. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Simon Field at DC Everest. 5-4, Marshfield walks it off against Wausau here tonight. They'll take on the winner tomorrow night of Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point. That game is at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And so our schedule tomorrow, Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point at 1, Plover against Wausau at 4, and then Marshfield against the winner of Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point at 7 o'clock. All those games right here on Zaleski Sports. For Dan Lau, Katie Lecton, Braden Sutter, and Mike Wendland, this is Steve Mave signing off. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Zaleski Sports.